Well, Gary, an absolutely fantastic result for you today.
No, that was a really good performance for the lads, especially in the first half. We were conscious that we had to try and follow on last week's performance at Falkirk, and I thought we'd done that in the first half. You know, our forward play was excellent. Some of our 1 and 2 touch. We created a lot of chances, missed a penalty, and to be 4-0 up at half time in any game's tremendous. It's then also very difficult to maintain that. We managed to do it last week, but in the main, when you've got such a lead, it's difficult to keep your levels up no matter how hard you try. Ayr are obviously going to, you know, I'd imagine Ian would have spoke quite harshly to them at half time. They're got to come out and try. And for 20 minutes in the start of the second half, although we had a couple of chances, the scoreline was comfortable, but we weren't comfortable in our performance. There was lots of crosses coming in for the right. However, we have that in our team that we're quite good in the counter-attack, and lucky to have Lyndon and Stephen up top. And you know, it's hard to say it's just another 3 points. It is just another 3 points, but for me now it's been 3 performances in a row where we've played like that: St Johnstone, Falkirk and Ayr. So we knew it was going to be a tough game. I enjoyed it today. We had a few extra fans. Yourselves brought a good crowd. There was a good bit of banter before the game with your fans, with Gary Harkins. Nothing horrible or that, you know. It was good, how football should be, and it was an enjoyable game for us, obviously.
You did mention Gary there, and I was talking to you before you came here and just said what an excellent goal he scored.
No, he did, you know, and he did say to us in the change room, you know, I'm taking a wee bit of stick there, but you should never speak too early, and he went on and put a really good performance. You know, I don't think he'll take any great delight at scoring against Ayr, because for me, speaking to him, you know, he's never said a bad word about Ayr. But I think, you know, probably Jim Duffy himself, wee bit of credit, they've got him fitter when he was at Morton. We've tried to continue that. You know, when he takes his top off, he isn't carrying much at all, Gary, now. You know, he's got a decent physique. And he's a big part of what we're trying to achieve with people like him, Andy Stirling, Lyndon and Stephen.
Well, I think one of the players for us actually was, in fact, Lyndon Dykes, because he seems to be a really good foil up there for Dobby.
He does a lot of the unselfish work. I think he set 2 or 3 up for Stephen. And that's what I was saying earlier in the weekend. I didn't mean any disrespect to Lawrence or Nicky Clark or anybody. I just said as a partnership I wouldn't swap them, because they complement each other so well. You know, I didn't mean they were the best 2 players of that. I just meant as a partnership I feel they've got everything. So we're delighted with that. Ayr were the form team in the league. I think it gets overlooked because of Lawrence's goals. But your defence had done really well as well. You'd only conceded 1 goal in the league in the 3 games. So for us to score the 5 that we did and create the chances that we created is a compliment to the strikers and the midfield players. However, there's also a compliment there for the defenders, because they managed to keep Lawrence and Michael very quiet. They fed off scraps, really. So that was as big an aspect to us getting the result as it was Stephen getting his goals.
Thanks very much. Well, Ian, that's a real tough one to take. The good times at the beginning of the season, then 5-0 today. It's been a really difficult one.
Yeah, listen, it's been a difficult week for all sorts of reasons. And we didn't have any. You know, usually we've got, so far this season, we've got 8, 9, 10 good performances. Today we didn't have any. Big Ross Doon, who's been utterly fantastic for us. You know, the first goal was key, and he should have saved it. He knows he should have saved it. He's put his hands up. And we didn't really have any individual good performances, and if you get that, you don't tend to have teamed. And you know, we felt the big boy Dykes caused us problems all day. I know Stephen scored the goals, but Dykes caused us serious problems. And it was just a really bad day at the office. It was, I said before the game, when everything's on such a high, you know, like I think it was 7 wins and 2 draws, and at the top of the league, football's got an awful habit of coming down and bringing you back down to earth. It certainly did that today, but at the end of the game I didn't go through them. I reminded them how an outstanding start they've had, and what's important is how we react in the next game. I wish it was next Saturday. It's not, but we'll work really, really hard between now and then. And hopefully at Somerset we'll come out all guns blazing and playing like we all know we can.
Yeah, we're all going to be talking as well about the fact that it's 2 sendings off for Daniel Harvey. Difficult one to take again. He's just back in the team. He's out again. How long will he be out for?
I really don't know, but that's the one thing that was angry about. It was inexcusable. I don't think it was a penalty, but he was booked, and then to throw the ball at somebody after he's been booked is going to be a yellow card. So he lets teammates down, and he'll pay for it in the worst possible way, because you know he won't be brought back straight in the team now. Liam Smith came on and did really well. He's going to end up playing in the team for certain, so he might have a long wait, and that's how he'll suffer.
So what do you think you can do to bring them back to the form we were having?
We just train hard and we're going with it. I think this season, because of the nature of the league, there's 7, 8, 9, 10 teams that are all going to be able to beat each other, and a good winning run, I think it's going to be 3 or 4 games. So, you know, let's go back to try and take 7 points out of the next 9 and see where it takes us.
Thanks, Ian.